I was thinking about the challenges that come from being a mother, a wife, a woman, having ambition and goals, wanting to not only change my life and reality, but impact others around me to help move in a positive and encouraging direction. I thought about how we as people, not even just women, but as people, like to put our best foot forward and pretend like we have it all together. And I thought even more so, not only I was talking to a friend of mine about mom guilt and realizing that sometimes I feel bad because I wasn't able to do everything that I was trying to do. And she turned to me so seriously and she looked me in my face, she said, "What's mom guilt?" And she's a mother. But I so admired that about her, because sometimes we have to be able to see all that we are doing for the people around us and not diminish the value of our investment. So I have a tendency of having an anger management problem when it comes to our children, and sometimes with my husband too. But we have 4 kids. Their ages are 13, 12, 9, and 8. When my husband and I waited 4 years before we had any kids. And after we had our first one, within a 5-year time span, we had given birth, or I had given birth, to all 4 of them. So that was a much faster journey than I had ever anticipated, or he had, and it was not planned to be that way, but it ended up being that way. And now that they're getting older and a little more self-sufficient, I can breathe, I can talk, I can live, I can exist. But that is a war sometimes. Even just this past week when I was talking to them and trying to force an understanding that I matter too. You know, I give, I invest, I love our children, I love my husband, I love doing for them. And it can be hard to actually stop and take the time to realize the value of my time for me. And I told them, I said, whether you acknowledge it or not, whether you want to give it to me or not, I'm taking it and taking it by force, because my life and my time matters as well. A trouble or a issue that we can run into as women, and just as women, when we spend so much of our time investing in our children's lives, then once they get grown, it's hard to then know what it is that we want and what matters to us, and to know our own voice. So I really want to encourage us, all of us, myself included, to always remember the value of who we are, to force your schedule or life to give you enough time for you. It has been insane, because I've realized that the only way that I can really have time for me, considering we have a family of 6, including myself, and we have a pit bull, so my life, and I have a full-time job, so my life is beyond full all of the time. And the only way that I can carve out time for myself is if I get up at 4:30 in the morning, so that I can exist and I can work on the things that are important to me. That may not be your answer, but I do really want to encourage you, whoever is out there listening to me, I really want to encourage you to make yourself a priority, to be important in your own life, because you give out so much. From the time that we start in the morning to the time we end at the end of the day, we have given,